It is no secret that men have become the pariahs of the Western world, and Von Goebel knows it. So do yourself a favor by embracing your inner bastard by buying this book. The Rules, Reclaiming Your Freedom, Manhood, and most importantly, your sanity. Because without your sanity, what are you gonna do? Ventilate your thinking meat? Jump off bridges and drink yourself to death? Nobody needs that. If you want to buy this book, links are in the description. I'm not a beggar, not gonna beg you. That's not what I do. End the commercial, go away. What's up, you fridge-raiding fornicators? Terrence Popp here, Redonkulas.com. Bad Pop showed up today because I have bad news for you, you suckling sycophants out there. I'm busting out your tricks, and I'm not talking about how you earn your money on the weekends. Winning? No. There are two kinds of people out there. No matter what you do, you're gonna run into them sooner or later. And they are takers and fakers. We all know people like this. In fact, it's one of the main reasons we all become assholes. So when you're dealing with either a taker or a faker, it all boils down to one thing: entitlement. These people walk around out there in the real world thinking that we all owe them something. As a result of this attitude, thank you. It's not in their vocabulary. Because you owe them your time, your money, and your food. There's no gratitude, right? The millennials and Zoomers, well, they told me everything should be free and no one has to pay for that, right? Right? Wrong! And here's some food for thought. All of this starts with one simple favor. From then on, it's mysteriously on the menu. Compliments of the house. But here's the silver lining. You will usually only see one of these mother fornicators when they need something from you. That time in between when you have peace, quiet, and some tranquility. Enjoy that shit. These rat bastards, they're like herpes. They're always in the background, and every once in a while they show up and wreak havoc. And it's always at the most inconvenient time, like, I don't know, a wedding, a funeral. God, can you imagine? You're at a funeral for one of your uncles. You kneel down by the casket to say your final goodbye, and then this happens.
Can I borrow 10 grand, bro?
Get the hell out of here!
How dare you?
I'm at a funeral!
Oh, he's not gonna care.
Okay, we're exaggerating. But, you know, shit like this does happen. And make no mistake, you and other idiots just like you who did this guy favors, you helped create this monster! Son of a bitch! You know, it's not every day you get to see a presidential election get stolen right from under your nose! And it's not every day you get to read a 7-year-old book that called it! If you want to enjoy the decline and accept the death of the United States, links are in the description. Or not. I'm not gonna beg you. You probably have OrnPay links up in the same window. Go away. And it doesn't just stop there. They expect money and gifts. But they will never give you a gift in return. It doesn't matter if it's Christmas or your birthday. It's just not gonna happen. And not only that, they will show up to family functions like barbecues and parties and stuff and bring nothing. It's just a common courtesy. You get invited to a barbecue, you show up with a 2-liter of soda and chips at a minimum. Now, if you're wired tight, you'll show up and maybe you'll bring some meat. I don't know, potato salad or deviled eggs. Ooh. These parasites will show up to a wedding. No gift, no card. And then they put an anchor down right by the open bar and stay there all night. And if these people have kids, holy shit, everything gets dialed up to 11. They will show up with kids to a wedding where kids are not supposed to be and just turn them loose. It's like the running of the bulls in Spain. And they just go about their business because they think there's 200 people there to babysit. Winning? No. Not only are you watching their plague bringers 2 to 3 times a week, and every time they're moving, they expect you to help. But If you need to move, well, you better book movers now because they're not going to help you. I could think of 6 individuals who I helped move multiple times. When it was my turn, symphony of crickets. They all of a sudden, they're busy, they got a hernia, their back hurts, or they don't even answer their phone. And yes, you don't have to ask. Every single one of those dudes is now on the Beat on Sight list. Now, I'm not saying they deserve a JFK haircut, but if they were to have an argument with physics by being thrown down some stairs, I'd be cool with that.
Welcome back to this week's installment of They Should Be Dead, brought to you by Frank Savi's novel, Burning the Midnight, available in paperback and ebook on Amazon.com.
Fatality.
This has been your weekly dose of They Should Be Dead. Burning the Midnight is on sale right now. Links are in the description.
And one step next to that, if they fall on hard times, they'll have a place to stay. In your house! You didn't agree to this? No one even talked to you about it. They just show up one day with a sob story, a sleeping bag, and a pillow.
Phil, can I stay here on your couch a couple of days? Gladys, she's seeing another guy. Yes, she still works at Peepers, but she loves me.
Shut up! And you all know what's gonna happen next, right? Let's drink cheers. That few days turns into a couple weeks, then a couple months, and then before you know it, he's getting mail there and you're building him a room. Sometimes you don't even invite him over. You're watching TV, the door opens, somebody walks behind you right to the fridge, takes out a beer, and sits down next to you like, hey man, that beer was $2.
Get out of here, you time-traveling hobgoblin.
These people just flounder through life and make mistake after mistake, and they expect you to bail them out. They do the same thing over and over and over again, expecting different results. You're doing the exact same thing by keeping them around. Huh?
How dare you?
A parasite cannot thrive without a host, so stop being the host. Unless you're planning on hosting a kick-ass party with a whole bunch of booze. Speaking of which, all the people in the credits from Patreon and Subscribestar, they're invited to the party. Thank you for supporting this channel, because without you, we probably wouldn't still be here.
We might be out of YouTube jail, but we are still on parole. One more community guidelines strike in the next 90 days could terminate this channel for good. So be sure to follow our alternate channels in the description for complete episodes, and stay tuned for Grunt Speak Live every Thursday night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, right here on youtube.com/RedonkulaSPop.